This practical session, we will understand the working of the hydraulic circuit. So, hydraulic circuit, it is quite similar to the pneumatic system. Only difference is in the pneumatic system, we use air as a working fluid, and in the hydraulic system, we use pressurized oil as a working fluid. Okay. So this is the first component of the hydraulic system. So, this is the oil reservoir. So, from the oil reservoir, oil is pressurized to desired pressure by using this gear pump. Okay. So, from the gear pump, oil is supplied to the pressure manifold. So, this is the pressure manifold. So, from the pressure manifold, pressurized oil is supplied to various components and various actuators. Okay. So, the first actuator, it is the double acting cylinder. So, oil to the double acting cylinder, it is supplied with the help of this direction control valve. So, this is the 4x3 direction control valve and it is solenoid operated. Then second component, this is the hydraulic motor. Then this is sequence valve. This is the pressure reducing valve. Then this is two-way flow control valve. And this is the single acting cylinder. So, all these component, they receive the pressurized oil from this pressure manifold. Okay. From this actuator, oil enters into the return manifold. So, this is the return manifold, it is called as a T manifold, and from this T manifold finally oil enters into the reservoir. Okay. So, in this way it completes the entire circuit. So, it closes the circuit. So, oil from the reservoir is pressurized from the gear pump. From the gear pump, oil enters into the P manifold, and from the P manifold it is supplied to various direction control valves and the actuators. From the actuators, oil again enters into the return manifold, and then finally it returns to the pressure tank or the oil tank. Okay. So, now we will see the working of the double acting cylinder and the single acting cylinder with the help of 4x3 solenoid valve and 4x2 solenoid valve. So, now we will see the actual connection for this double acting cylinder. So, this is the 4x3 valve. Okay. So, 4x3 valve, it has 4 ports and 3 positions. Okay. So, 3 position means it can give forward position. So, it is a A plus position. It can retract the piston. So, it is a A minus position, and it can hold the piston at any in between position between A plus and A minus. Okay. So, this is the third position. So, double acting, so this is the 4x3 direction control valve. It has one port connected to the T manifold. So, this is the return oil. One port is connected to the pressure manifold. So, this is the pressure manifold. So, this pressure manifold, it supplies the pressurized air to the direction control valve. Okay. When we activate either left side or the right side by using the electric supply, okay, then this direction control valve, it will supply the pressurized oil to the right side of the cylinder or the left side of the double acting cylinder. Okay. So, right now the left side is connected through this control pressure valve, okay, to the one output port of this direction control valve. Let us take this as a port, okay, and second port is connected to the right side of this double acting cylinder. Okay. So, when we activate the right side, then we will get the forward stroke, and when we activate the left side, then we will get the return stroke. Okay. But suppose we activate both the sides simultaneously, then piston will stop at any position immediately. So, this is the closed position, and this is the third position in the 4x3 valve. So, now we will see the working. So, right now both the valve sides are activated. Okay, that means both the solenoid valve receive the signal and we will not get any motion. Okay. Suppose I close the left side, then we will get the forward stroke. Okay. So, in the forward stroke, pressurized oil from this P port is supplied to one output port which is connected to the left side. Okay. When I activate the left side, we will get the return stroke. Okay. So, for the return stroke, oil is supplied to the right side. At the same time, from left side, oil enters into the T manifold, and then it is given to the T manifold, and finally it enters into the oil tank. Okay, so in this way it closes the circuit from gear pump to the direction control valve to the double acting cylinder to the T manifold and finally to the reservoir. So this is the working of the double acting cylinder with the help of 4x3 direction control valve.